When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up? An athlete, a veterinarian, a ghostbuster? How about a portable toilet route driver? Yeah, didn't think so. There are hundreds of jobs out there that nobody dreams about doing, but you'd be pretty shocked at how well paid some of them are. So in the spirit of financial curiosity, I decided to take a look at some surprising jobs that also pay surprisingly well. Number 16. Airplane Repo Man. In this modern world of layaway, bankruptcy, and monthly repayments, sometimes things have to be repossessed. Normally it's cars or houses, but if you happen to be a millionaire gone bust, it might well be your private jet. Armed only with a pilot's license and a thirst for excitement and cash, Airplane Repo Men can earn $500 to $1,700 per day working for a company like Sage Popovich, who specialize in airline repossession. This is the owner, Nick Popovich, who doesn't look like someone to be messed with. According to JobMonkey.com, repossessed planes can be delivered back to the bank for a 6 to 10% commission of the resale price, which means anywhere between $10,000 to $900,000 per plane. In an economic downturn, companies like Nick's can turn huge profits employing out-of-work pilots, and the business even spawned a hilariously unrealistic show on the Discovery Channel called Airplane Repo. Number 15. Chicken Sexer. As weird as this job sounds, who am I kidding? It's weird however you look at it. Chicken sexers are the people whose job it is to figure out whether chicks are male or female, since male chicks are useless to egg companies. Japanese chick sexers are prized around the world for their ability to determine chick genders through a process called venting, in which the chick is squeezed so that it defecates, which allows the sexer to see up where the sun don't shine. If there are little bumps there, the chick is male, but if the surface is flat, it's female. It sounds simple, but experienced chicken sexers, and I can't believe I just used that phrase, can earn upwards of $60,000 according to JobMonkey. The UK even has a shortage of chicken sexer jobs that start at £40,000 per year. That's $50,000 per year from the get-go. Would that amount of money entice you to look up chicken butts all day? Number 14. Golf Ball Diver. If you enjoy swimming around in scum-ridden ponds and getting tangled up in slimy underwater weeds, this could be the job for you. Golf ball diving is pretty self-explanatory. An estimated 300 million golf balls are lost in the US alone each year, and a good golf ball diver can find around 5,000 balls in just one lake. The balls, known to divers as white gold, are then sold secondhand for 75 cents a piece, which means a potential $3,750 for a single lake dive. These divers have to brave broken bottles, water snakes, crocodiles, leeches, limited visibility, and sub-zero temperatures, but they can earn over $150,000 per year. Is it worth it? In 2014, a South African diver was killed by a crocodile while retrieving balls, so I'll just leave that for you to judge. Number 13. Bounty Hunter. Fans of Dog the Bounty Hunter are well aware of the excitement that comes with pursuing someone who skipped their bail. But did you know just how lucrative this profession can be? According to salaryexpert.com, bounty hunters in the United States earn on average almost $86,000 per year, and the figure can go as high as $106,000 in cities with high crime rates. The problem is, you have to live in a city with a high crime rate, and might end up working up to 100 hours a week because of all the stakeouts and insurance paperwork involved in selling bail bonds. According to bounty hunter Bob Burton, however, the real reward of the job is adrenaline. Bob says that for every buck he makes arresting someone, he makes 1,000 adrenadollars. I don't know what exactly you can buy with adrenadollars, but this guy definitely has a lot of them. Number 12. Flavorists. Food chemistry is a big industry, and if you've got the smarts to be able to design and test amazing new flavors, this job could earn you a lot. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the median annual wage in 2014 for flavor chemists was $67,000 per year, and could get as high as $89,000 per year. So if you fancy earning big and getting creative with your food, all you need is a chemistry degree and some lab experience. Sorry if I made getting that sound easy. It's not. Number 11. Submarine Cooks. For a lot of people, working in the high-stress environment of a kitchen is just too much. Now imagine doing this 1,500 feet below sea level. In some navies, submarine cooks are the highest paid non-officers and are employed in a category known as individuals critical to the Navy. In Australia, subsea chefs with 6 years of experience can earn up to 200,000 Australian dollars, the equivalent of almost 140,000 US dollars. This guy looks pretty happy about that. Navies often have a difficult time finding the staff, however, since most people can't deal with spending weeks at a time cooking inside a submerged steel tube. Talk about a high-pressure work environment. Number 10. Portable Toilet Route Driver. Portable toilets are a pretty essential service, but no one wants to be near them for very long. Because of this, portable toilet route drivers can actually earn a decent buck. One job on Indeed.com offers a route driver job at $65,000 to $70,000 per year, along with paid driver training. And according to PayScale, the average salary for the portable toilet industry is $51,000. Problem is, you're not just a driver. 70% of your time would be spent cleaning and servicing the toilets, and we know how those can look at the end of a party. Still, if you've got the stomach for it, there's money to be made in toilets. Number 9. Private Butler. You don't have to change your name to Jeeves or Jeffrey to become a butler, but it does help to be British apparently. New money clients believe that butlers with classy British protocol help them to be seen as rich and important. And in places like Dubai, a new British trained butler can earn a starting salary of £100,000 or $126,000. According to Payscale.com, the average butler's salary in the US is $59,000. This can rise as high as $99,000 per year. And the highest paid butler in the world, on $2.2 million per year, is based in the US. The job involves long hours, strange requests, and not much holiday. But if the Downton Abbey lifestyle attracts you, perhaps you'd better start practicing your British accent, old chum. Number 8. Penetration Tester. Get your mind out of the gutter. Also known as a white hat hacker, a penetration tester is a certified ethical hacker who specializes in legally testing the security of a company's computer system. PayScale calculates that the average salary for ethical hackers is around $90,000, and with experience, this can reach as high as $142,000 for penetration testers. Not so funny now, is it? Working conditions vary. You could even work from home. And I guess if you don't mind sitting in front of a computer all day, this job looks pretty desirable. Now all you need to do is learn how to code. Good luck with that. Number 7. Elevator Mechanic. Most jobs have their ups and downs, but this one takes things to a whole other level. Literally. Elevator mechanics are heroes in my opinion, since there's nothing more terrifying to me than being trapped inside a metal box with the potential to plummet. So I think it's deserving that the average pay for an elevator mechanic in the US is $78,000 per year, rising to $117,000 with experience. These technicians need strong problem-solving skills and excellent technical knowledge, but may also have to be on call 24/7 and spend a lot of time working in tight, dangerous spaces. Remember kids, have respect for elevator mechanics, and don't be like this guy who got stuck in one after peeing on the buttons. Number 6. Underwater Welder. Given that welding involves a lot of electricity and heat, underwater welding sounds extremely dangerous, and kind of like it shouldn't be possible. But it is. Usually welds are performed in a temporary hyperbaric chamber so that they're dry, but wet welding can be done in an emergency. One of the most prominent dangers to underwater welders isn't electricity, but what's known as delta P hazard, where two bodies of water intersect to create a pressure difference. This extreme pressure can trap, crush, and drown divers, so proper safety procedures must always be enforced. If you're willing to look past the various dangers of the job, you could be looking at an average salary of $65,000 per year, which could rise to $145,000. So if the money was that good, could you handle the pressure? Number 5. Prosthetists. Ever thought you might be able to build a bionic hand? Well, if you were a certified prosthetist, that's how you'd make your living. Prosthetists must determine the need of their patient and design custom functional prosthetic devices for them. According to PayScale, prosthetists earn an average salary of $65,000, the same as a dive welder, but with far less danger involved. Late career salaries do only reach up to $92,000, but considering that you might only need to work 37 to 40 hours a week, and you'd be helping people with their mobility, the pay difference seems more than worth it. Number 4. Medical Illustrator. This profession takes its roots in Grey's Anatomy, the medical book, not the TV show, and is a great example of a job where art and science converge. A good medical illustrator needs to have an excellent understanding of anatomy and the ability to draw using a variety of graphical media. Medical illustrators make over $56,000 on average, up to $10,000 more than their non-medical illustrator counterparts. At entry level, they make almost $20,000 more. So if you're an artist that doesn't get sick at the sight of blood and guts, this might just be your perfect job. Number 3. Crime Scene Cleaner. Speaking of blood and guts, this next job requires a pretty hands-on approach. Crime scene cleaners are the last on the scene after something terrible has occurred, and their job is to deal with the mess. Blood, maggots, so much skin that it looks like toilet paper, you name it, they've seen it. While the average pay is actually not that high at $35,000, those brave few that stick it out can earn as much as $84,000 per year. This hygiene technician from Cardiff in the UK says that he actually feels proud to offer a helping hand to grieving families. Well, as the old saying goes, somebody's got to do it. Number 2. Underground Mine Operator. Mining underground has always been dangerous and scary, but did you know that it's a lot safer than it used to be? Before 2001, mining was listed as the world's most dangerous industry, but it's since been overtaken by fishing, roofing, and aircraft-related occupations. The dangers of mining still include explosions, cave-ins, equipment accidents, and long-term chronic diseases contracted from toxic work conditions. But do the wages make up for that? If you worked in Australia as an underground loading machine operator, your average wage would be 107,000 Australian dollars, which is about $75,000 in the US. According to miningtechnology.com, there are at least 10 different international mining industry jobs that would earn you at least 150,000 US dollars per year, and a couple of top-tier jobs that net up to 350 to 400K per year. So once again, if you look past the dangers and claustrophobia, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Number 1. Garbage Collector. One man's trash is another man's treasure. And in the case of garbage collector Noel Molina of New York City, that treasure is a salary of $112,000 per year. Pay scale puts the average garbage collector's hourly pay at $43,000 PA. But in many cases, this can grow to exceed $100,000. Garbage men work strange hours. Molina and his $100,000 earning colleague Tony Sankar work 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. most nights and clock between 60 to 80 hours a week. But in most cases, they're greatly out-earning college graduates, which is pretty good for 2 high school dropouts. Garbage collectors' wages are growing 4% faster than the average, and it's often quite easy to land waste management industry jobs because of the unglamorous stigma attached. As one of the few blue-collar jobs that can't be outsourced overseas, waste management also provides long-term job security for working-class people. So next time you hear your trash collectors whistling while they work, you'll know exactly why. So as you've seen, there are many high-paying jobs out there you can fill without many qualifications. What would be your favorite job on the list? And which one would you hate the most? Let me know your answers in the comments below. Thanks for watching.